I'm Amy Simpson. I'm an author, a speaker, and a life and leadership coach. And my most recent title is Blessed Are the Unsatisfied. I've actually been reading and using IVP resources for a long time. You know, I'm standing here thinking there are some books in here that I read a long time ago. Like I'm looking at J.I. Packer's Knowing God up there. I think I may have read that in high school or maybe college. Some of the studies, the Bible studies, especially these ones, I've used over the years. And actually my daughter, I got a couple of them for my daughter to go through. My dad was a pastor for 10 years when I was growing up, and he had probably a typical pastor's library. So he had a lot of these resources in his library, and I used to, I was kind of a nerdy pastor's kid, I guess, and used to actually, you know, check out, read some of them. Enjoyed looking at those resources when I was growing up. So there are probably a lot of books in here that have influenced me, even in ways that I don't really remember from a long time ago. But some of the more recent books, you know, this one, Grace for the Afflicted, it's by Dr. Matthew Stanford. When I was writing Troubled Minds and doing research on what else was out there, where, you know, who else had important things to say on this topic that I could learn from, this was one of my favorite books that I stumbled across. And now, now Dr. Stanford's a good friend. You know, we've spoken at a lot of the same events, shared the stage several times. And so I continue to learn from him, but really appreciate this resource, which is a great one on mental illness and just understanding it from a biblical and theological point of view. Another one that was really helpful to me in my own writing was actually this book, The God-Shaped Brain, by another doctor, Timothy Jennings. This one actually I quoted from and came in handy for me when I was writing the next book, Anxious, Choosing Faith in a World of Worry. And that one, really, one of the major themes of that book is this idea that the ways we think and what we believe really produces our behavior, including our emotional habits like worry. And so this book is one of the great resources that I used and learned a lot from in that process too. And I often quote from this book when I'm speaking on that topic to, you know, various types of audiences. So I've told a lot of people about this great book. Let's see. You know, there are a couple of these books I haven't actually read yet, but I have on my nightstand. They're in my stack of books to be read. One of them is this Single Gay Christian, written by Gregory. I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I've heard great things about it in terms of the perspective and the boldness of the writing that's represented here. So I'm looking forward to learning from that perspective as well. And, you know, another one that's on my nightstand that I haven't read yet but plan to is this Liturgy of the Ordinary, and I'm really looking forward to reading that as well. Another book that I noticed looking around here that I really appreciated is Andy Crouch's Playing God, and really just about anything that Andy Crouch writes I'm likely to appreciate, but this is probably my favorite book of his, and really focuses on power and what, you know, our relationship with power as human beings and as Christians and within our culture, and has really informed my thinking on that topic. So I really appreciated reading this book.